So, the overarching theme for this video will be, what is fun? Because for some reason, I in particular have had like a really hard time solving this for myself. Like, what types of things do I actually enjoy? And maybe this is a struggle somewhat in part because of me being an INTP and having like the, 8th slot FI, and, like the 4th house, and like 4th function FE and all that. That's Leo. But I figure, I don't know, maybe it'll help someone else, but I just finally, at 27 years old, have a rough definition of what fun is. And I'm going to say it is, for me at least, riding a wave of new experiences in which nothing that, I want to say that where nothing goes wrong, essentially, but, that's at least what I would say for myself, but then it's like, what is going wrong? What is something good happening? What is something bad happening? Something bad happening, in my point of view, is something where you intended to do something, and then something disrupts the thing that you intended to do. So, if you can kind of follow an intention from beginning to end, and it go, and you can completely ride that out, I guess, that is what is fun to me. And I kind of touched on this before, I don't know, I just really have this thing where if I do something, I want to do it. If I go to a party, I want it to actually be what I was thinking would happen to begin with. And the action of figuring out how to make that happen while it's happening, I thought that was fun to me, but I actually don't think it is. I don't think, I feel like thinking is something that I have to do in order to make what I actually really want to do happen. And that may go against the stereotype for what you say an INTP is, but as far as what I actually do, I stop and think a lot. I know that's not a very decisive factor or whatever, but I don't know, I'm clearly an INTP, but I really feel like people's first function, people are forced to do that because people see them as that and they feel like that's what they contribute, because that's what they get, they're the most easily, it's the easiest for them to obtain a place right off the bat, and the first house is your first impression. But yeah, so something else I guess I want to say in this is, like, you know, if I went to a party or, like, you know, a house, like, get together or something, um, where there's events planned, like, to do stuff, a lot of times I can get, you know, or in the past I got caught up thinking, you know, okay, we're watching a movie or we're doing this or that, and this is, okay, so this is fun. You know what I mean? Like, not realizing that it wasn't actually fun to me. It was just like, okay, this is something that's supposed to be fun. If I'm not having fun, then, you know, what right do I have to not be having fun? Because this is a fun thing. This is a game. This is a movie. So, like, you know, what's up with me? You know, um, so, like, you know, but people have, like, different things that they enjoy, and it also plays into me trying to decide, like, what to make a video on, because, you know, I should be doing something that I enjoy doing. Um, you know, where I feel like I can have that, like, new experience is, you know, now I can do that with my videos, with, like, making new content in general. But I guess aside from this, it probably is just making music, because not just making music, but, you know, like, as you're creating, you can kind of be on the, you know, cusp of the edge of the creation of what you're doing, because it's coming from you, and, like, there's still a lot of open territory as far as, like, your style goes and, like, how you decide to do it. And I guess you could be wondering, you know, why aren't you, you know, if you're wondering why I'm not putting out more music, it's because my guitar was stolen. But, you know, in that situation, you know, it'd be kind of cliche at this point to say, you know, it was my fault, but no, I literally, like, had a hand in, like, I left it at someone's house testing to see if they would steal it or not. Like, if they, you know, if they were lying to me, and also kind of if, you know, it is someone I, you know, planned to be in a band with, and, you know, it's something you need to know if someone's going to do stuff like that to you in the future. You know, looking back, I probably shouldn't have done that with the step down from my, you know, dream guitar. That's, you know, like, worth like $800 or $1,000, but, you know, I wanted to see if he was the kind of person that would do that to me, because I just, you know, I knew I knew he was a manipulator, and I shouldn't have been there, but, like, there's just so few people, like, you know, I just so much wanted to start a band, and he's, like, you know, skilled with, you know, had a studio and skilled with instruments and stuff, but, you know, bad decision. I probably would have been better off just working on the stuff on my own. It's probably what I should have done, but, you know, that happens. So now, you know, I was even gonna, like, bring my, like, keyboard out and stuff. I was actually gonna bring it, like, on this, like, walk this time, and do, like, because I'm not that great at keyboard. Well, you know what I mean. I'm not as practiced in keyboard and have mastered, you know, as many techniques as I have with guitar. So I was gonna like take, um, you know, the kind of advice or the advice like, you know, Damian Keyes makes, or you know, made with like one of his recent videos of like, you know, taking people on the journey with you, and you know, kind of start from the beginning. But I went to grab the keyboard and the batteries are dead, you know? So, you know, that's kind of what's happening. But then on the other hand, I also have a neighbor across the street that offered to let me use, like Fender Stratocaster that he has. But it felt like there were like strings attached to it. And by, yeah, like, not to not to pass a judgment over like a whole type, but in this area I've had a high rate of bad luck with ESFJs, for whatever reason, whether you know it's me, where I'm going, something, yeah, I'm doing. It's the case anyway, but you know what I mean. Like I have bad luck with ESFJs, and you know, not even shouldn't even blame it on, you know, luck, but like you know what I mean. So, you know, the guy that stole my guitar is an ESFJ, and the guy that was offering me a guitar was also an ESFJ. But, you know, so it kind of made me wary about accepting that offer, because it's also through some kind of eighth housey feeling stuff. So, like, you know, I'm just, you know, should I just, like, you know, wait till there are batteries in the keyboard and start from scratch with that? You know, or, you know, singing when, you know, I've practiced a song, or, you know, I have a song up to do some type of practice with, and there's a good opportunity for it. But yeah. And then, I don't know, maybe that's some, like, something to consider. Like, you know, people talk about, like, you know, having fun, like, and, you know, why don't you just, like, loosen up and have fun or whatever, but, like, what kinds of things actually are fun to you? You know? And, you know, I would guess, like, you know, what's fun to you would be mostly, like, you know, what your sun sign is, or you know, preferably, or, and probably also, you know, some of, you know, Venus, I would think. Or, you know, maybe it's just the combination of everything that allows for that, you know, path of least resistance where things go well, at least for me. So yeah. Yeah, I think, like, you know, kind of, I want to cover that base because I feel like, you know, I'm, you know, those of you that are, you know, that enjoy my music and are wondering, like, where more of that is, that's kind of what's going on with that. And, you know, I'm trying to go through other means of making money from things that are, you know, fun to me, and other ways to be able to afford the instruments. So yeah, thanks for watching. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Talk to you guys later.